Hey, what's up? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. I've been playing a bunch of xCloud today. I've been, going to different places, different Wi-Fi hotspots, been testing it here and there. It's kind of like a hit and miss. When it works, it works. It works well, but it all depends on the internet, and the internet coverage on these Wi-Fi hotspots. It's really not that great. Let's be honest. But this is the main point I'm trying to make with this video is how I feel about the cloud service gaming versus playing something directly from my PC, like right now, like this, playing Need for Speed directly from my PC, GPU. GPU's rendering this 60 FPS, okay, and there's no delay, there's no input lag, everything's running smooth, versus something that it requires a constant internet speed and of course data caps, which if you go above that, your internet will throttle. And how many people really have the unlimited data cap, right? You got to pay like $250 a month just to have some kind of stable internet. I have it, but I do it because of the YouTube. Majority doesn't have it because they're not running a YouTube. Okay, so I was thinking about this, and I'm like, can is cloud gaming ready in 2020? In my honest opinion, I don't think it's ready yet. And the reason I'm not saying that it's not ready from a server technical point of view. Sure, there's servers out there that can achieve that. I'm saying it's not ready for a internet coverage point of view, because a lot of internet service providers, they're not going to give you the unlimited data cap unless you're paying like $250 or $300 a month, okay? Or if you hooked up with the Comcast business and they give you unlimited data cap, but you got to pay arm and leg for that, okay? How many people gonna really be going out of their way to pay arm and leg to have? Who's gonna pay $300 a month, man? Come on, man. Just for the internet alone, to play games on the cloud. All right. Now, here's the thing. Don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure in the future, it's inevitable. It's gonna happen. Streaming, it's something that's taking over. We see that with the Disney Plus, with the Apple TV Plus. We see that with Netflix, Amazon Prime, HBO Max, etc., etc., etc. Okay, ESPN Plus, you name it. I know it's coming. I know it's the monster coming down the hill. I know it's going to happen whether we like it or not. But what I'm simply saying is, when it comes to gaming, I don't think it's ready yet. And this is why I think Google Stadia, it's having difficulties, it's having problems, and I think this is why Google Stadia, it's giving out these codes gradually, because they know their servers, if everybody goes in it this week or next week and starts playing Google Stadia, they know that their servers will have a difficult time to handle the demand of how many people are going to be jumping on it, okay? So, that's my point of view. I don't think it's ready, and it's not ready because I'm not saying that the Google cannot achieve the the ability to have these servers take that amount of traffic. I'm sure they can manage, but at the same time, I also know it's not so much the servers that's the issue. It's really the internet providers that's going to be the issues, because the internet providers are not going to be really giving you that ability to be able to play 8 hours or 19 hours or 20 hours to finish a game on a Google Stadia without some consequences. And the consequences are going to be obviously your bill. Your internet bill is going to be like through the roof. You're going to see your internet bill go from $75 a month to like something like $200 a month due to the data cap. Okay. So what I'm trying to say here is the cloud service gaming, cloud gaming is just not ready yet. It wasn't ready in 2010, and it's definitely not ready right now. Okay. Look, and I think I'm proving that point. When we look at Google Stadia and what's going on with Google Stadia, I think that point's being proven. Even with the X Cloud, but the difference with the X Cloud is, it's free. You're not paying for it. It's optional, so you can't really complain about that. But what Google's trying to do is really that they're trying to force something that it's not ready. When Phil Harrison talks about on his interview on E3 show this year, he said that we are confident this is the future and this is where it's going. I was like, how could you say you're so confident that this is the future when you know damn well that the internet providers and the coverage that they're giving us, it's a joke. Like even tonight, like I spend the entire night just trying different Wi-Fi hotspots and see how well it works. Sometimes I get 20 megabits per second. Sometimes I get 12. Sometimes I get 13, depending on which Wi-Fi hotspot I'm connected. Okay, and it's a joke. I mean, really, it's 2020, and all I'm getting is like lousy 18 to 19 to 20 megabits per second. That's not enough, man. That is not enough for you to enjoy cloud gaming. But here's what I want to say. To me personally, and the reason I'm showing you this game, Need for Speed, running at 60 FPS, no latency, direct everything, nothing will change to me personally a physical media. As something that's running directly from the computer, from a hardware, running directly from, the hard drive, and it's being processed by the GPU and the CPU. Nothing will change the program. Having a program run directly to your screen, it's always going to be the best choice. All right. Why? Because you're not required to have internet to play it. That's number one. Number two, you always going to have a much better quality when you're running something directly from the hardware locally. All right. And I know that in the future there will come a time where physical media is going to die off and everything's going to be on the cloud, sitting on the cloud. I know that that monster is coming down the hill. I know it. I know it's coming. But I also don't like it, to be honest with you. And I realized that last night, like, wow, dude, I just spent the entire night trying to find a good internet connection so that I can play a damn game. Just think about how pathetic that is. Last night, I went on a mission to try different Wi-Fi hotspots, been all over the place, around the city. In Miami, I've been in Miami, and I've been looking around trying to find like what's the best Wi-Fi connection hotspots. They all sucked. They're all giving me like hiccups. Like the best I was able to pull out was like 26 megabits per second, and it really sucks. And let's say you start a game, you want to play a Gears 5, just in the middle of the Gears 5, boom, it kicks you out, and you lose the connection, and that's it. And you gotta have to try it again, go back again, and you lose the connection, and then you have to sign up, and I mean, not to sign up, you have to log in again, you have to sign in again. Like right now, here's a good example. Like right now, you see that? So I missed the days. My whole point of this video is I missed the days where I missed the PlayStation 1. I missed the Dreamcast. I missed the Sega Genesis. I missed the SNES. I missed the cartridges. I missed the CD-ROMs where you put it in. put the disc in there, put the cartridge in there, a Nintendo 64, and you're good to go. That feeling of having a Nintendo 64, playing the Zelda, not knowing that I don't have to be connected to any internet, I can take it with me anywhere anywhere I go. As long as there's electricity, as long as there's a generator there, has electricity and a television, and I have this console to plug it into a wall, I can play that game. I put the cartridge in and I'm good to go, and I can play that game. Same thing with the PlayStation Vita. Just put the cartridge in. Same thing with Nintendo 3DS. You put the cartridge in and you're good to go. That's something that the cloud gaming will never ever replace it to me. Now, people ask me about Google Stadia. Am I going to try it? Am I going to test it? Look, everybody knows that I pre-ordered it. It's no secret, and I'm still waiting for it. They haven't shipped it to me, and God knows when they're going to ship it to me. Probably sometime in December. But it doesn't matter. Even if I get it before Christmas, I'm still going to test it because I want to see. I want to do it for you guys. I want to show it to you. And I'll be mainly focused on 4K and HDR to really see if what they're claiming is true. Can somebody like me, who has pretty fast internet and unlimited speed with no data cap, can someone like me enjoy games in 4K and HDR from Google Stadia? And I'm going to test that. I'm going to try that. Okay? But bottom line is this, guys. Nothing will be able to change this to me. All right? And you're never going to have this kind of a... Guys, this is far, far away. For you to have this kind of a super speed with low latency, that, my friend, you're going to wait a long time for that. You're going to grow old till we get to that point. Why? Because here's what Google and Phil Harrison needs to understand. I think you should first. Here's my message to Phil Harrison, sir. What you should be doing is you should be approaching these internet service providers. You should be approaching them and making some kind of a deal with them, so that way we can have a better providers for the gaming. Okay, for those of us who are gamers, that's maybe what you, Google, and the CEO of the Google should be doing. You should be making deals with these internet service providers, infrastructures from Xfinity, Cox, Time Warner, AT&T. Well, Xfinity and AT&T, these are the two big ones. You should be talking to them on working on that infrastructure so that it's affordable and feasible for cloud gaming. Because what I saw last night, as I was driving around Miami and trying to find a good Wi-Fi hotspot, was ridiculous. I'm like, here I am. It's almost 2020, and this is the kind of coverage I'm getting. Lousy 14 to 20 megabits per second on a Wi-Fi hotspot. I even went to Jesus Christ, next to Dunkin' Donuts, same thing. It was like 20 to 23 megabits per second. Then I went to the Jesus, what was it that I went to? Some kind of a bar. I forgot the name of it. I hooked up to the Wi-Fi hotspot there, and it was like even worse. It was like a 14 megabits per second. It was just terrible, and it was like it was impossible for me to play the xCloud on my phone with ridiculous hotspot coverage that's being put out there. So think about that. I spent the entire night just trying to find a good Wi-Fi hotspot coverage, just to be able to play something on the xCloud. And then Google Stadia is going to tell me, oh, the internet is here, we're ready, now's the time, now's the future. I mean, come on, man, really? Now is the time, now is the future? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's not ready yet. And I know my friend JT will agree with me, and I know a majority of you will agree with me that it's not ready yet. Even Greenlight Gaming will agree with me that we're not there yet. I mean, terrible internet coverage. And I've seen it. And I'm talking downtown Miami. Okay? I mean, it's sad. You would think, like in these metro areas, you would have a better coverage. You would think, like, even in Los Angeles, these metro areas or these big cities, you would think that, you would have a much better internet coverage. Nope. Not a chance. So, what I'm trying to say in this video is nothing will change the physical media for me. You know, listen, why would you play Red Dead Redemption 2? Why would you play any of these high-end games, Destiny 2 or Ghost Recon Breakpoint? Why would you play it on something that sits on a cloud when you can use your computer, a very powerful graphics card, your memory RAM, your CPU, and render all of that in the best possible ways. So to me, running something locally, it's like a Dreamcast guy says, nothing will change the physical media for him. Nothing will change a game that you actually own. Even if it's on digital, even if it's on digital, sitting on your hard drive, it doesn't matter. Guess what? It sits on your hard drive. It's still there. It's still physical. Your hard drive is physical media. It's still there. Okay, it's not sitting on a cloud. It's sitting on your hard drive. And you can back it up. You can back it up on another hard drive. And then you can call that a physical media, because it is a physical media. Hard drive is a physical media, and data, it's stored on that hard drive. So to me personally, what I'm trying to say here is, here's what I want to say. I know the cloud gaming, it's coming in the future. Okay, maybe 20 years, maybe less than 20 years. I'm trying to be reasonable. I'm trying to say 20 years, where we're gonna have like some super quantum fast speed, where you're gonna be able to just on an instant. I strongly believe 20 years from now, I think internet speed will be there, and that's my prediction. But if it's not there in 20 years, then we're really going backwards. But I think if it's there, I'm trying to be reasonable. 20 years from now, I get it. 20 years from now, we'll laugh about today's internet speed. We'll laugh about everything that we have today, 20 years from now. And it's gonna happen. I get that. I understand that. And you're gonna feel as if you are playing something locally from your machine. Okay? But but you still have to be connected. You still have to be connected to that network. You still have to be connected to that cloud service, to that server, and you don't have any sense. And that's the sad part that's going to happen in the future. You will not have any, you're not going to have any sense of ownership anymore. Everything's going to be leasing. All the games going to be leased. You're not going to have any sense of, oh, I own this game. No, you don't. You're just leasing it till your subscription expires or till you cancel it or whatever, or till they shut down the service. And I think that's what's going to suck. And I know physical media is going to die. I know that. I know it's going to go away. I get that. I understand that. And but right now it's not ready. Okay, guys. Cloud gaming right now, it's not ready. It's not there. Like I said, as soon as I get my Google Stadia, I'm going to prove that point. I'm going to show you that it's not ready, even with my unlimited data cap, internet speed, and my super high-end Ethernet cable connected to my super fast 5.4 5.4 gigahertz internet connection, you're gonna see that even there, I will have a difficult time streaming something as fast as what you're seeing right now with 4K and 60 FPS in HDR. Okay, because cloud gaming, it's not there. It cannot be there because the internet service providers, they vary. Okay, your internet connection, it's never 1 gigabit. It always goes up and down, up and down, up and down. It varies. It goes up and down, up and down. If you look at statistics, if you do analytics, if you analyze your internet speed like for like an hour or 2 hours, if you keep looking at the analysis, you'll see on that chart that your internet varies constantly. It goes up and down. It never stays at that constant speed. All right. So, look, I know cloud gaming, it's coming. It's inevitable future. It's going to happen whether I like it or not. But right now, 2020, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We are not there yet, and I have seen it last night, and I said to myself, this is ridiculous. I spent the entire night trying to find a good internet speed so I can have a stable gaming experience on the xCloud. How sad is that, right? But anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know what you think. I know I've been rumbling here for 22 minutes, like some kind of a podcast, whatever. But I just felt like I should get this off my chest and talk about it. Let me know what you guys think. What are your thoughts on the cloud gaming? How do you feel about it? And what's your like a general mindset on it? You guys know where I stand. You guys know I'm all about physical media, and that's that. But I would like to hear what you guys think. All right, well, thank you for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys soon. Have a good one, though. Take care.